Hey everybody, welcome to FYST, P-H-Y-S-T, the friendly little acronym for our Pastor Have You Seen This segment, where you send us internet content and a pastor of Allen Creek Community Church comments on it, and that's me. I'm one of those people. So if you wanted to have us comment on some bit of internet content that related to God, the Bible, Christianity, or something like that, and you thought, what would be a pastor's take on that? Send it to this address right here, social@ac3.org, and we'd be happy to comment on it. And the point of a segment like this is maybe so that we get to interact with the Christian worldview a little bit and how it relates to stuff we're hearing, concepts, philosophy, arguments, and hopefully, from my perspective, it helps make Christianity make more sense. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what you sent us in this video.
Universe before birth and pick the person you get to become. You say, I want to be the most courageous. The creator replies and says, well, then I will give you monsters to terrify you so that you can conquer them. Then you say, well, I want to be patient. Well, then I will make you work harder and longer so you can learn to wait. I want to be wise. And the creator replies, then I will give you failures that will crush your spirit so you can learn the value of judgment.
Oh, okay. Ouch. I'm tracking with the logic here, but that last one, can you imagine the correlation, right, between the thing you ask of the Creator and the means to get there?
You then say, sounds like a rough life. Can you give me a good life? Creator replies, just like we measure the quality of a blacksmith by the strength of his steel, I measure you by what you are at the end, not the fire and the hammer it took to make you. A good life isn't a life that's easy. A good life is a life that makes you into a good person. And that, my son, is a hard life. Imagine you...
Yeah, wow. So this definitely resonates with the biblical view of the development of character, right? That the development of character comes through trial. James, the brother of Jesus, wrote in his letter, consider it pure joy, my brothers, when you face trials of many times, for you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And this is good for you because it'll finish this good work that God does in you so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. So the correlation between trials and the perfection of character is like one-to-one in a biblical worldview. And so there's much to be said about this particular perspective. Imagine you say, God, I want a good life. Okay, so well, what do you want? Well, I want high character. I want patience. I want endurance. I want all of these things. Well, how would those things be developed? Well, they will be developed in some sense in their antithesis, because that's the only way to develop them, right? If I want to become a better basketball player, you know what I have to do? I have to play against better players. And everybody knows that, so like when teams are training for the Olympics or whatever, they try to go against the stiffest competition they can to get themselves ready. And that's because they know that they won't be better unless they get tested. So yes, there's a huge issue of this testing that God would do in your life and in my life to bring us the good life, right? Meanwhile, a life of ease will feel better in the short term, and we all know people who have experienced a lot of ease in their life, but you know that it's actually making them miserable. And certainly it's probably making the people around them more and more miserable as they turn in on themselves, become more selfish and narcissistic. And why would you? If your life is easy, then you tend to think that the universe owes you all these things, that you're due these things, that because of your innate and inherent awesomeness, that God owes you this kind of life. And so ease often correlates to lower character, and that's a fact. So, but I guess I just want to say where I had to swallow deep was when he said, if you want to, I can't remember what the benefit was, something about know the hope and power and grace of God, you're going to have to go through incredible failures that crush you. And we've all experienced some of that, and I know I have. And those things where your expectations were utterly dashed. And it's only at that time that you realize where your true hope lies and where your true source of strength lies. And and that where you experience the intimacy and oneness with God as the true gift that this life can finally bestow, because it's the only gift you can take out of this world. So yeah. So I like this, a deep correlation between the testing of our faith and the perfection of our character. And that requires a lot of humility and a lot of trust that God can be trusted to walk us through that and bring us out the other side looking more like Jesus. And that is its own reward. All right, so that's my hot take on this video. Thank you for sending it in. If you want to send in something else, please do. Send it to social@ac3.org, and we will comment on it here at FIST. Until next time, see you later.